Cheers, bidders. Nothing like a nice cup of tea to start off the vlog right when it's a dreary, cold, dark day out there. And yeah, I hope you guys are all having a lovely 2019 so far. I love this jumper. It's one of my favourite jumpers. It makes me feel super nice and cozy. And yeah, I got ready for the day ahead. I was woken up early by my younger sister getting ready to go back to uni, so she was packing everything away as she stayed over last night and she was down for New Year's Day. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys about New Year's Day. So yesterday, I got ready for the day ahead. We were all getting ready, scrambling around, getting everything ready to go to my grandparents' house for New Year's Day. I hope you had a lovely New Year's Day. I forgot that about the countdown that they do every year with the fireworks, so I watched that on YouTube and had my own little celebration with my old brother and his girlfriend while we were out there and we were playing Scrabble. I had some toast and a cup of tea, and then for my lunch I'd had a sausage sandwich quickly. And my younger sister arrived, and my younger brother had been out the night before and didn't get back till 6 in the morning, so he was a little bit hungover. And my younger brother ordered Domino's, so my younger sister and my older brother and his girlfriend went with him to get the pizza, and then they made their way to my grandparents' house. And then I went with my mum and dad, and luckily no one got left behind because we took two cars. And in the past, I feel I told you this story, I ended up getting left to him alone and had to end up, I called the police. And there's a whole drama, and I'll tell you the rest another time. But anyway, so we got there, and we were the first ones there, and my grandpa was in the living room watching Oliver, such a great musical, one of my favourite musicals. So we sat down and was just watching a bit of that and had a nice catch up and just talked about our Christmases and wished them all a happy new year. Then my older brother and his girlfriend and my younger sister and brother then followed, and they got here, and then we just sat and had a bit of chocolate, ate a few too many chocolates, but come on, it's New Year's, got to splash out, got to enjoy yourself a bit. Starting from now, I'm going to be trying to not swear as much, not make fun of my older brother's hair or weight, or worry as much, or obsessive with Twitter followers as much. And I think I've said swearing as much. And yeah, I don't make fun of him, his hair, like he's getting a bit bold, bless him. I don't make fun of him that much about him, his hair, his weight, and he gives as good as he gets. So we've both decided not to, for both of each other's New Year's resolutions, one of them was not to make fun of each other about our hair or our weight or anything in between. And yeah, and also his is not to annoy me as much, and it's going pretty well because he hasn't really annoyed me that much today, as him and his girlfriend are out shopping today. And yeah, so we then helped my grandma get everyone out ready for the party tea that we were having, and my uncle and his girlfriend and our cousin James came over, and we only thought my cousin and his mum were coming over, my uncle's girlfriend, but it turns out my uncle could come after all, so they were all there, so it was great. And we had a party tea, and it was great. And then my old sister and her boyfriend arrived, and my old sister thought we were all going to be wearing the tops that had my name on that I showed you in the What I Got for Christmas vlog, but we didn't in the end. So she was the only one that wore it. So she took her coat off and was like, ta-da! Thinking that we'd all be wearing them, but we weren't. How cringy. Whoops. And so luckily she had a top underneath, so she just took it off and put it in her bag. But it was good that she remembered. And yeah, I would have, but then nobody else did. But I should have. But oh well, there's always next year. And I then had some of the party food, ate a bit too much, so I was sat resting, let my food go down, and James got given his Christmas present from us, and it was a little toolkit, like Bob the Builder toolkit, and he absolutely loved it. So he was going around pretending to drill and saw things, and by the end of the night he was getting a bit tired and a bit restless, and he'd had a bad fever over Christmas, so he'd not been very well, the poor lamb. So of course he was full of lots of pent up energy and was just being crazy. And then we hid under the table, and he was pretending it was a little cave. His imagination is great. I love it. We played hide and seek with him, and he hides in some of the greatest places ever. And we played some cards and board games, and he showed us some of the things he got for his Christmas that he sprang over. And then it was getting pretty late, so we made our way home. I watched the soap scene with my journal, and I then made my way to bed, and I had a great night's sleep. Woke up in the morning, and of course, like I said earlier on in the vlog, my younger sister's getting ready to go back to uni, so of course, she was making lots of ruckus, and my older brother and his girlfriend were getting ready to go out shopping. My younger brother was getting ready to go to work, and he left his windows. My room is his room as well, but there's a divided wall in between it, so you have to walk through my room to get to his room. It's really annoying, and so I can't wait for hopefully this. The bit over there that you don't really see is the utility bit, and we're going to put the wall back up, and so he'll have that bit, and then this bit where I'm having now will be like the little dining area where I can watch my TV shows and stuff, and so I'll have the room that we have a divided wall in all to myself, so I can have my office up there and all my dolls and doll stuff up there. Hopefully the wall won't give way because I've got a lot of stuff, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to not having him on his Xbox day and night screaming and shouting and effing and blinding on the Xbox 24/7, and have my own little space so I can not have to sit in the hallway where my desk is at the moment, and I'll be able to go out there and chillax with my siblings and do my head in, and hopefully get a lock on the door as well so it could be my own little space. And I got ready for the day ahead. I had some porridge which had gone so and put a little D in there, or tried to run it. It kind of ended up looking like a 0, but not a pro at that. But hopefully I'll practice and get some more experience with making shapes. My grandma used to always do it with me and my siblings when we stayed over. She'd always make us porridge and then go and sit D's or A's or L's like the starts of our names, and it was always so cool. So hopefully I can get better at that. And then I had a cup of tea and played on Subway Surfer and this cube game where you have to make a row of like squares and stuff, and it's really addictive. And my dad took my younger sister back to uni, and before that they'd gone shopping as my younger sister had some stuff that she needed to get. Then he took her back on the way back from being at work. He came home, took her back, they went shopping, and then took her back to uni. He got back, went off to bed, and my grandma, who's got dementia now, plus I think she might have to get in a home, her neighbour saw that she was looking out the window looking a bit frazzled, and her neighbour walked in and it smelled of gas because she tried to put the gas fire on, and she got confused, and so my dad and my mum and me are probably going to go in later on once my dad gets up for his nap and go and see her. But we asked her neighbour, who's known for years, is it cold in there? And apparently it was really warm in there, so we didn't know why she was wanting the gas fire. But she has cars that come in, so she could have asked one of them to help her. But we think she might be having to go into her home soon because she's getting it's a bit dangerous to have her on her own now. I think my hair looks nice. It's getting a bit long again. It just goes like wildfire, and the sides just get really long. And I love getting my hair cut now. I used to hate getting my hair cut because of my disabilities. I used to hate like the vibration on my head of like the clippers. So it used to freak me out. I had a reputation for I got banned when I was young. I was like 3, 4 maybe. Got banned for like 5 or 6 hairdressers because they just refused to cut my hair because I was kicked off. And so my dad used to have to cut my hair. And he used to like do this to stop me from screaming or I'd bite my tongue. And I used to hate it. I used to literally freak out whenever I was getting my hair cut. But now I know I go up there all the time, and I'll find a friend who I actually learnt to cut and dye hair from. I'm hopefully doing that again because I'm hopefully cutting my older sister's hair soon. She cuts my hair now and she does my shave and haircut, and it's only £10, which is pretty good. And I like her because she talks to you and not over you, like one of the hairdressers I used to go to, where all they talked about was football or pulling a bird, typical bloke. And I was like, that's not what I like to talk about. And I'd try and talk to them, and they'd be like, yeah, 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 and then carry on talking about football. So I prefer going to the hairdresser that I go to. But I've gone there already, and it's not that long at the moment, so I've just got to try and maintain the craziness of it all. Normally, I know when it's going on when this bit starts flicking out, and yeah. So far so good. That's another thing. Another New Year's resolution: not to worry and stress about my hair as much, and not to worry about spots on my appearance because you're fine just the way you are, and just to enjoy life and not stress and worry as much. And yeah, so me and my mum watched Willow, this fantasy film from like the 80s, and I absolutely love that film. and I am now off to go watch today's Neighbours. Henry comes back on Monday the 7th. I'm so excited for that. And then I'm going to be doing some Dolls and Dolls and Blue Doctor photography off here. Sort my camera I got for Christmas out soon so I can go and get some nice shots for that. And yeah, I hope you guys have had a lovely week so far. Have a lovely rest of your week. It's the middle of the week, so you know what that means. Only 2 more days until the weekend. I can't believe how fast this week's gone. You know what they say, time flies when you have your phone. But anyway, I'll love you and leave you, and I shall see you soon in the vlog very soon. Bye.